Hey guys, what's up? Lewin here at GarageBand and Beyond. Welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you guys a really interesting and simple way to sort of color up your acoustic guitar tracks in sort of, just to give them some depth. It's also a really good trick if you're trying to sort of fake that 12-string acoustic guitar sound. Like I don't have a 12-string, so sometimes I want that 12-string sound. So you got to be creative and you got to come up with some way to sort of get that tone. So I'm just going to dive right into this thing, and I'm just going to start playing, and I'm going to show you what to do. So the first thing I'm going to record is just the straight, normal acoustic guitar track, and then I'm going to show you what to add to that to give it this thing that I'm talking about. So let's just get right to it. Here we go. All right, so that's the first part. You should have noticed, if you're a guitar player, you should have noticed that my hands were playing A, E, D, and E again, right? And just back to the A. So we're in the key of A. Now, this little trick that I'm about to describe to you requires one tool, and I have mine right here. This is my good old trusty Kaiser capo, and it's going to require a capo and a little bit of musical knowledge. So what you're really doing, the idea that I have here for you. So I'm in the key of A, right? So I need to find a couple other places to find A, depending on the kind of sound that I want. So here's one A, here's another A, right? Right, and then actually here's another one, right up here. Now, of course, it would be a little bit tricky without the capo to get all the chords in these different shapes. So with the capo, let me just show you. If you want to play in the key of A, second position would be on the second fret. You'd put the capo, and then you'd play like what looks like a normal G chord, right? But this now is A, right? Or if you want to go, all the way and really look for that 12-string sound, you're actually going to want the higher octave up, which is going to be up here on the 7th fret with the capo, and then I'm going to play a shape right here that looks, it's exactly like D, right? So if I was playing down here in first position, this would be the chord D, but if I move it all the way up here, it's A, right? So if I do that and then I play it over what I just recorded, it sounds like this. And just so you can hear it, what it sounds like when the capo is up on the 2nd fret instead of all the way up on the 7th fret, here's what that sounds like. All right, so that should give you a pretty good idea of the concept of what I'm talking about. Now, like I said, this is going to take a little bit of time. If you've never done this before, you really do got to go around and sort of figure out where all the chords are. I advise everybody, I tell all my guitar students, you got to know where the roots are, no matter where you are on the guitar neck. You got to know your roots, your root notes of your chords, your root notes of your scales. Doesn't matter what you're playing. If you've got your roots memorized, you'll be totally fine with this concept. It's not that difficult, in the 2nd position, like I was saying, this is A, this is E, and that's D, right? If I put it all the way back up here now, that's A, that's E, and that's D, right? So, and I'm looking for the roots, right? So here's D, right? This is E, obviously, and there's A again. So, it's going to take a little bit of knowledge and all that kind of stuff, but it's a really fun thing, if you're playing around with other people and, everybody's playing acoustic guitar and you want to do something slightly different, then just throw a capo on there and play some different forms and it'll just add some shimmer and some color. In the recording process, it's a great way to sort of fake that 12-string sound, and also just sort of a cool way to give you that sort of guitar orchestra sound. Shoot, you could blend them all three together if you wanted to, So anyway, you guys, that's it. Real simple little trick with your friend the capo and a little bit of music knowledge. You can make your acoustic guitars sound, I don't know, just a lot more interesting. I was trying to think of some fun word, but interesting. More interesting than normal. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys soon. Later.